Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5. Battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to his target. And he's got it. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here's the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he's brought down quickly, trying to make something happen on the return, but still doesn't get out to the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaking free at the 35. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made by the tight end. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown. Tied. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for his big tight end. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Alabama. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Fights off a defender. They tackle him about the 14.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. inside the 20. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot at what will be the final play of the first quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an under.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And it's caught. And he'll get their 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And there's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to hook this one away. He's got it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the 2nd half. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They make the PAT, but still trail 31-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting.
It's a highlight reel diving catch there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they get the 2nd half started with the running play. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And now the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. The offense going with the hurry up. Linebackers shifting around now. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Ball handed off. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. LSU is now operating in the red zone. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Can he make it to the marker? Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the BAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
He'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Off target and incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial play, down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the 3rd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion sets up a third down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use, but at what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Second down play coming up. Going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught over the middle. Oh, what a cut, and still going. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. Handoff to the right side. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Direct snap to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. They go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.